ici Alissa avec une autre vidéo de slow fashion. J'espère que vous avez passé une bonne semaine. Don't you worry, the rest of this video will be in English, but I just thought, what a great intro for today's video, which is finally figuring out how to replicate that beautiful French girl chic style that, if you're anything like me, I really appreciate and tend to gravitate towards. There's something just so classic and timeless and cool about it. So I thought I would try and replicate it within my own closet and really try to nail down what it is about French girl style. So I actually did some legitimate research for this because unfortunately I am not a French woman. I didn't feel comfortable tackling this topic without a little bit of help. And so a huge thank you to Véronique, one of you, a wonderful viewer who is a chic French woman who lives in France. Alors, merci beaucoup Véronique. J'espère que vous allez aimer la vidéo. C'était un plaisir de travailler avec vous. Unfortunately, doing this research did not include me flying off to France and eating ridiculous amounts of croissant and cheese and baguettes, but maybe next time. Anyway, for those of you who are new, welcome. Every week I talk about slow fashion with a heavy focus on the principles of minimalism. So using and loving what you already have and making smart shopping decisions so that you can create a closet full of pieces that you actually love and wear. So if that sounds like your jam, hit subscribe below. I post every Sunday. And for those of you who are coming back, big hello, bonjour, welcome back, re-bienvenue à vous. Thank you so much for coming back and watching. Without further ado, let's try and break down French girl style, and of course I've put together a little lookbook for you. I really wanted to touch on the values of French women and their getting dressed and their personal style. I don't want to call it rules. I think rules are just no fun. The first value of the stylish French woman is that she really values quality over quantity. So she'll invest in more expensive pieces that she knows will last for a very long time, that perhaps she could even pass down, and that are also very versatile. Which brings me to point number 2. She's totally okay with having a smaller closet with pieces that she knows she'll be able to mix and match and that she'll be able to wear over and over again. In terms of where she invests her money, it seems as though quality bags and quality shoes are where it's at. It doesn't necessarily have to do with, you know, having a designer bag. A lot of attention to whether it's a high quality material and a design that is still functional and timeless and just very good quality. I think that brings me to the next point, which is that they've really kind of nailed the whole high-low. So they're not afraid to pair a very expensive bag or shoes or jewelry with sort of maybe a thrifted item or a fast fashion item. Of course, you know, if you know my channel and you've been following, I'm definitely not a promoter of fast fashion, but I'm just saying that they're really not afraid to mix these different price points. The other value revolves around jewelry, and I thought this was such a neat idea in the sense that French women will often have a very timeless and classic watch that they wear day and night for any occasion, and I think that's really beautiful. It's almost like having your own signature statement piece. And when it comes to statement pieces, it's always very balanced. So if it's a big statement necklace, it'll be worn with very subtle jewelry everywhere else. Or French women will often just wear very timeless, classic jewelry that is great for everyday use, but still looks really luxurious. I have to say, I really have kind of rediscovered the value in a really beautiful statement piece of jewelry, a little bit like, you know, like the necklace that I've been wearing here from Ana Luisa. Don't forget I've got that discount code. I'll still link it here below because I've really been enjoying wearing that jewelry that still feels a little bit luxurious, but you know that you can wear it every single day. If you've been watching for a while, you know that the way I break down a certain look or even a certain style is by really reverse engineering it based on elements that I actually can control. So the first thing that I look at is the overall style vibe. And I find when you really nail the description of the style that you want to emulate, that'll make a big difference in terms of, you know, how the garment makes you feel and then which garments you pull out of your own closet. So in terms of describing the style vibe of French girl chic, I mean, I think effortless has to be in there, refined and timeless, polished and cool, and maybe a little bit of edge, because I find when it comes to French women, even though all the pieces that they're wearing are very classic, there's always a little twist or a little edge to them. The next thing I look at is the silhouette and proportion. And to really nail these ideas down, Véronique and I kind of referenced and made a list of some very iconic French women like Inès de la Frésange, Charlotte Gainsbourg, Caroline de Maigret, and some of my personal favorites, I really like Clémence Poésy. Of course, one of my faves, Emmanuelle Alt, the editor of French Vogue. If we're kind of looking at all these women and we're looking at what are the commonalities in what they're wearing in terms of silhouette, it's definitely very clean, very sleek lines, and always a very balanced proportion. There's never, you know, some crazy volume in a certain place that's really drawing the eye. There's a lot of harmony and a lot of balance. I also think in terms of silhouette, we don't see anything that is too tight or form-fitting. I think a big part of French women's style being so effortless and chic is that they're very comfortable in what they're wearing. Finally, styling hacks is the third piece that I look at, and this is really down to the details. All of those little things that are more about how someone's wearing something versus what they're actually wearing. The first thing that I see is a great use of texture, and this is because a lot of French women have a very neutral palette of clothing, and in order to create interest, texture is where it's at. This is also, I think, where they get that edge. They're really not afraid to mix those high and low, and I think that's a great styling hack that a lot of us can employ. There's nothing wrong with wearing, you know, a designer shoe with a $5 thrifted dress. I think you would all stop watching my channel if I didn't mention this one, scarves. Whether it's tied onto their bag or around their neck in a really beautiful way, French women really know how to style this accessory in many ways. And now it's lookbook time! So I hope you enjoy it. But before that, I'm so sorry. I just thought maybe I could do a separate video with the essentials in a French woman's closet, and then making some suggestions for French brands that are also ethical and sustainable, and giving you a list of YouTubers, bloggers, and Instagrammers that I follow who have beautiful French styles. So let me know if you want me to make this kind of a two-parter, and hope you enjoy the lookbook. enjoyed this video and the lookbook. Let me know which look was your favorite, or if you have any French girl chic tips that you want to share, put them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Hit thumbs up if you liked it or if you learned something new. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. And I will be back next week with another slow fashion video. Thank you so much for watching. Au revoir!